Two. Stoughton Fire Department, ladies and gentlemen, and the police department. They deserve a round of applause for the job they do every day. Stoughton Fire Department. Let's have a round of applause for the Stoughton Fire, Stoughton Police. And we have the Spirits here. Fred and Sherry, how are ya? Good to see you both. They're driving the DPW. Good people. I like them. They're my Facebook friends. Here's the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office. Michael Bellotti, of course, is your sheriff in Norfolk County. And we all know Dave Sheehan as well. A friend of Stoughton, of Stoughton's, and a resident. And of course, the Stoughton Community Events Committee. They have done an amazing job. This is the Sager family, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. And the Stoughton Community Events Committee, carrying that heavy banner that weighs 112 pounds. It's like working out at Elite. And these are the Norwood Colonial boys. They're a nonprofit professional fife and drum corps that have been entertaining audiences with traditional American and Irish folk music for decades throughout New England as well as abroad. The Norwood Colonial Boys were established in 1953 to carry on the historical sounds of traditional regimental fife and drum music. The group is made up of 25 talented members with hundreds of years of combined experience. For 60 years, this group has been entertaining audiences throughout New England, as well as Ireland, Hawaii, Savannah, Georgia, San Antonio, Texas, and Naples, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, the Norwood Colonial Boys. I've been run over by the Colonial Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the VFW and in that honor guard. Welcome them, and thank you all for your service. Nice to see you guys. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our state senator and a friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Joyce. And his family as well. Brian is always delivering balloons and as much money as he can to the town. How are you? Nice to see you.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th to you too. Brian Joyce, everybody. And we got some of our politicians here. TJ Recupero, Bob O'Regan, Joe Soros. I'm glad to see you mobile, TJ. TJ Recupero, Bob O'Regan from the Selectmen, Joe Soros from the School Committee. Thank you all for coming and participating. And Spanky's here, too. Spanky Souza. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the Clydesdales. And I want to point out, Carlos Vargas is inside there. He's the Outstanding Citizen of the Stoughton Award winner for the Stoughton Community Access. And also, Miss Emma White, who is Miss Greater New England for American Nations Pageants. They are Philly Anderson's Hobby Knoll Clydesdales of Duxbury, and we want to thank them. Carlos is actually the honorary Grand Marshal of today's parade from Vargas and Vargas Insurance. Congratulations. I love those Clydesdales. Unfortunately, these ones don't have beer. And the Stoughton Historical Society is here. Today's float is about Glen Echo Lake and the 97 acres of land on its southerly shores. They were recently purchased by Stoughton. We'll tell you about that in a minute. But let me tell you first about Elite Health and Fitness Center. Oh, actually, this is with the same thing here. Okay. The Community Preservation Fund has bought all this land. Glen Echo Lake was known as York Pond until 1895. The name was changed by Alicia Capon Monk, who built a hotel on the land and founded the Stoughton Historical Society that same year. So CPA money has bought it. Go visit Glen Echo Park. And of course, they were driven by the Elite vehicle from Elite Health and Fitness. Coming next, if it makes it, and sometimes we never know if it's going to make it the whole way, Selectman Chairman Joe McCrisky is driving it. It's an antique firefighter. It looks like, yeah. It's from the Stoughton Historical Society. And the president's on the thing too, the president of the Historical Society. Joe McCrisky. He's an antique too. McCrisky. He's been selectman about 112 years here, on and off. How are you, Joe? How you doing? Got two Joes. World War II vet on board. The other Joe. Two Joes for the price of one. And we have now the antique cars. I bet you figured that out on your own, right? This is the South Shore Antique Cars. Kind of cool, huh? And the South Shore Antique Car Club is to promote the friendship of people interested in antique automobiles, to promote public interest and support, to serve, assist, and benefit members of the club in all phases of antique automobile restoration and operation. An antique automobile shall be defined as any motor vehicle at least 25 years old and a part of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, licensed in the Commonwealth. How are you? Wow. Many of these cars are actually older than me, which is unbelievable. What do you got here? What is this?
26 Ford.
1926 Ford? Wow. 1926 Ford. Some of these cars are just absolutely gorgeous. Here's a Ford too. Unlike my Ford, this one's actually moving. I think many people who are Facebook friends of mine have read my stories of my Ford C-Max. Wow. It's a Chevrolet. What year Chevrolet is this? 1929. Wow. It was a very good year for cars like Chevys. There's another Chevrolet. Look at how great condition this car is in. It's amazing. Wow. This is a very well-preserved car. What year is this? A 1931. Beautiful car. 1931. Happy 4th to you as well. And they have the orange colors of Stoughton here too, so you gotta like that too. Here's a 1930 Ford. I can tell because it says on the window. I bet you there are people here that can probably look at a car and tell what year it is. I'm not one of those. Yeah, these are classic cars. These are independent people. They're not part of any group. They're just cool people with cool cars. Now, I was going to drive my C-Max through the parade, but I didn't want to stop the parade when it kept stalling out. Here's a nice Dodge. I remember cars like this. What year is this? 67. I remember this, yeah. That was a good year for cars. Very nice. This is 1967 Mustang, everybody. Oh, yeah. 67 Mustang. I like that. This is one of those muscle cars. I used to have a muscle car. I had a 383. And we went 140 miles an hour once on Route 24. Not a smart thing to do. Not a smart thing to do. Here's another Ford Mustang. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it, you love it. Town Spa, this is the Little League team. The Town Spa Little League team. Oh, actually, it's Babe Ruth. They're old. Look at these guys. I don't know who they are because they didn't give me a list. Otherwise, I would have read your names. Don't squirt me, but believe me. We're electronic around here. Don't squirt around here. Who's your coach? Who? Bob who? Paul Barton. Oh, that's it. Paul Barton right there, yeah. Paul Barton. I thought he said it was Paul Bunyan, but it's Paul Barton. All right. Hey, Kevin Stetson is driving. Wow. Who? Sobiana? I don't know. They got to write these things down for me, folks. This is the Hot Tamales Band. The Hot Tamale Brass Band is from Boston. They are the official Boston Red Sox Dixieland Band. The Hot Tamales, the official Boston Red Sox Dixieland Band. Make sure, guys, no squirting over here, no water over here. There's too much electronic equipment. Do not squirt over here. This is the AA Red Sox champions of the Little League. Dominic Bell, Ethan Cross, Matthew Hurley, Sean McGowan, Paul Medeiros, Liam Pearl, Connor Shepard, Jack Tracy, Ben Zola, and Bill Tracy is the coach. Congratulations, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, every Saturday here, the Farmers Market is located right here. It's a fantastic place right over here to get fresh foods and support your local farmers. They will be back next week. This is the Stoughton Farmers Market in Pine Meadows Farm. On board Pine Meadows Farm Hayride are members of the Stoughton Farmers Market, which is held every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 through October right here in the square on the First Parish Church green. They have great produce and fruit and all kinds of great stuff. So make sure you get out to the Farmers Market. How are ya? I see Teresa Tapper here. I recognize her. Stoughton Farmers Market every Saturday. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rolling Railroad, along with all the bike contest and carriage contest winners. The Rolling Railroad is thought by many to be the world's nicest trackless train. It attracts a crowd everywhere it appears. The Roaming Railroad is available for parties, corporate events, and nonprofit stuff. You can go to roamingrailroad.com. Riding on the railroad are winners of the 2015 Bike and Doll Decorating Contest conducted by the Stoughton Women's Club at the first annual day. George Gibson and Kira Sullivan, thank you very much. This is the Ridge Roamers Outdoor Adventures 4-H Club. The Ridge Roamers 4-H Club is in Stoughton. They're a group of kids who love nature and animals. They've done lots of projects together, including hatching chicks in incubators, raising baby ducklings, caring for horses, and their latest project is beekeeping. The leader, Sue Gibson, assistants Jimmy Dow and George Gibson. The big horses are Sierra and Rocket, and they come from Wee Bits and Blazes Farm in Rehoboth. A miniature horse pulling the cart is Finn. The other miniature horses are Misty, Jinx, and Champ. Ladies and gentlemen, stop squirting. No water. No water over here. There's electronic equipment everywhere. Do not shoot water. Here's the National League Dodger champions, the Curtises, Espinoza, many of them, Gillespies and the Hoovers. Congratulations, everybody. The champions. You are the champions. The Old Stoughton Music Society is listed in the Guinness Book Records. It's easy for me to say. The Old Stoughton Historical Musical Society, the Musical Society, is the oldest operating choral society in America, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. The oldest musical society, founded in 1786. Wow. In 1892, E.A. Jones, where the Jones School was named after, created the current Stoughton Town Seal, which includes the musical lyre from the Old Stoughton Musical Society's logo. The Old Stoughton Musical Society currently gives 2 concerts a year in December and in May, and it welcomes new members. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Stoughton Women's Club. There is no Stoughton Men's Club. The Stoughton Women's Club is to unite all women for the purpose of the mutual benefit, for the promotion of their common interest in education, legislative, philanthropic, literary, artistic, and scientific culture, to unite our efforts to marshal our talents and resources as volunteers to meet and to respond to the needs of our community, our state, and our country.
It will be our 90th year,
It's their 90th year.
2016.
2016 will be their 90th year. Give it for the Stoughton Women's Club. And you might have guessed, this is the South Shore Corvette Club. They hold a cruise night every Monday at the Abington Ale House in Abington, Mass, where they raise money. And last year they gave $4,300 to feeding families in need. Thank you for your support. The Corvette Club, they drive great cars and they're good people. I love the Yorkie. My dog Harry just said, oh, appetizers. I like the Corvette. Red Corvette's my favorite color. I like that. What does he get, about 2 miles a gallon? Red Corvettes. I like that. Happy July 4th, Corvette people. Corvette people. They're Corvette people. Warning, warning, Corvette people. Ladies and gentlemen, I love the name of this band. I don't know anything about the band, but I like the name. It's called the Kickin' Brass Band. They're from Providence, Rhode Island. They're Rhode Island's hippest, funkiest brass band. Kickin' Brass. I just like to say that. Kickin' Brass. Kickin' Brass, everybody. Kickin' Brass. I love saying that, Kickin' Brass. Hey, how are you? Andrew Werman is driving this one. This is a Disney dump truck from A&M Enterprise in Stoughton. These folks are from the Lions Club. No? From the YMCA. Old Colony YMCA. They're in the wrong order, but I love the Old Colony YMCA. Great place. Should join the outdoor pool there. It's fun. He's a DPW guy right here, from the DPW. A surprise appearance. Lou's Custom Exhaust. I like this vehicle. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. Looks like a little like Batman. What exactly is this thing? Tell me.
It's a Polaris slingshot.
A Polaris slingshot? Very cool. I like that. Wow. A Polaris slingshot. It's a good time for me to remind you again of the great people who made this parade for you. The Stoughton Community Events Committee. Stephanie and Steve Travato are right here. Give them a round of applause. They're over here helping me out. There's the chair, and he's also the chair of the parade. Marlise O'Brien's the vice chair. Melissa Lynch, Jamie Carr, Jody Rubin, Dana Sager, John Submergian, and the two Travatos. They have brought you an incredible weekend here, and also last week's Stoughton Day. Fine stuff to do, a lot of great things. So it makes Stoughton such a great community. Here's Lou's Custom Exhaust. And a random guy in a Pontiac, a Firebird, I like that. I like the Firebird. The next float, and guys, do not squirt over here. No water by the electronic equipment over here. The Stoughton Youth Baseball Major American League champion White Sox are next. The players included Connor Andrews, Colby Andrews, Michael Nazara, Christian Nazara, Jonah Lee, Mitchell Bader, Brady Conlon, Jake Queenie, James Price, and Tommy Sanda. The coaches, Mark Andrews, Bob Sanda, Jonathan Bader, and David Price. Let's give them a round of applause. Not going to say it again, guys. Put the the hoses down. No more water. Your electronic equipment here. We cannot get it wet. What are you at? You know, the White Sox might be champs, but they're chumps. Hey, Greg Goldberg, Deputy Chief, how are you? I needed an umbrella. I hope you got. Did you get that on tape, Dave? I want that for my lawsuit. That was an assault with water. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the Travatos over here. They're racing. Is this a race? Is this it? That's it. That's the end. And in the end, the love you save is all that stuff. Well, anyway, it's another day, another year. My name is Mark Snyder. Read me every Friday in the Stoughton Journal. I'll see you next year, everybody. Bye-bye.